Hi, my name is Cold Beer and let me tell you about Westland survival. The Wild West has always held a certain allure, a vast untamed land where every horizon promises adventure, danger, and the chance to carve your own legend. With the release of Westland Survival's PC version, that dusty dream steps right onto your desktop, and I'm very thankful to Helio Games for sponsoring this awesome video. This free-to-play open-world survival title takes the legendary mobile hit into a full-fledged PC experience, complete with mouse and keyboard controls optimized for larger screens and longer sessions. It's free to download and play, pulling in elements from its mobile roots while adapting them seamlessly for PC gamers. Click on my link in the description or in the first pinned comment below to try it right now. As someone who spent some time saddling up in this digital frontier, I can say that Westland Survival delivers a steady, engaging loop of exploration, crafting, and combat that keeps you coming back. From the moment you boot up the game, you're dropped into a sprawling world that feels authentically Wild West. Think sun-baked deserts, rugged canyons, and abandoned mining towns, all rendered with a stylized art direction that evokes the era without overwhelming your hardware. The PC port shines here with a bit sharper visuals and smoother performance compared to the mobile version of the game. Though it's not a graphical powerhouse, it runs reliably on mid-range rigs, letting you focus on the action rather than frame drops. So if you are playing this with your potato, no worries. It can handle Westland Survival without a sweat. Here you start as a lone wanderer, washed up on the frontier after some unnamed calamity, and your first task is to gather basic resources like wood, stone, and hides from the landscape. Chopping down cacti or skinning a downed coyote feels tactile and purposeful, feeding directly into the crafting system. You'll forge everything, from rudimentary knives to full-on revolvers and leather armor, at workbenches back at your ranch. Yeah, the hero here knows much more about the crafting than, for example, I do. I would probably die in nature on the first day without my toilet paper. Not because I needed to survive, but I would probably use some super poisonous plant leaf instead and, die in an extraordinarily painful death. So I always leave my nature and survival skills at home, where I am. Anyway, the crafting tree is straightforward but deep enough to reward experimentation. Upgrading a forge unlocks better alloys, which in turn let you craft gear with higher durability for tougher scraps. It's satisfying to see your inventory evolve from scrap metal scraps to a well-stocked arsenal, and the PC controls make precise aiming and quick inventory management a breeze. Speaking of the ranch, this is where the game really lures you in. Your homestead starts as a ramshackle shack but grows into a bustling outpost as you invest time and resources. Each addition isn't just cosmetic, it directly supports your survival. Also here you can have pets, from scrappy dogs to majestic horses. They add a fun layer of companionship. Training them involves feeding and bonding minigames that feel rewarding without being grindy. What elevates the gameplay beyond basic survival is the variety of activities that keep things fresh. Exploration is a standout. The map is dotted with points of interest, from hidden caves brimming with loot to Native American trading posts, where you can barter for rare herbs or ammunition. Quests drive much of this forward. A main storyline weaves through revenge plots and frontier justice, pulling you into side stories about gold rushes or outlaw hunts. And here you can see all the grittiness of the game. Dead bodies, dead horses, and dead stuff in general litter the landscape. And this is a true rejoice after so many similar titles who want to be friendly for everyone. And if you are friendly with everyone, you are friendly with nobody. Like a pineapple. Anyway, quests here aren't just fetch errands. They often culminate in dynamic events, like a stagecoach ambush, where you have to choose between saving the passengers or grabbing the valuables. The freedom of choice is a big draw. Do you push toward a distant mountain for epic loot, or hunker down for a battle pass event that rewards seasonal cosmetics? On PC, navigating this world feels more immersive, with WASD movement and mouse look giving you that third-person fluidity reminiscent of classic Western shooters. Combat is another pillar that stands solid. Whether you are fending off packs of wolves in the brush or squaring off against a bandit boss in a saloon brawl, fights demand strategy over button mashing. Enemies scale with your progress, so early scraps with feral animals teach you to manage manage stamina and ammo, while later PvE encounters against fortified camps require scouting, traps and coordinated pet attacks. The balancing is fair, nothing feels unfairly punishing, but success always hinges on how well you're prepped in advance. You loot rare items like engraved revolvers or enchanted talismans from fallen foes, adding that thrill of discovery. And for those craving player interaction, PvP modes lets you duel rivals in arena-style showdowns or raid unsecured ranches. Even the battle passes with their rotating challenges encourage replayability without overwhelming newbies. Of course, like many free-to-play titles, Westland Survival includes in-app purchases for things like resource boosters or cosmetic saddles. They are there if you want to speed things up, but the core loop is designed around the steady progression through gameplay alone. You can absolutely build a thriving ranch and conquer bosses without spending a dime. Although if you like the game, supporting the developers is just the same as saying a big thank you for the hard work. Here it's a model that respects your time investment, letting patience pay off. The developers clearly drew deep from the well of Western lore to shape this world. Classic films like The Good, the Bad and the Ugly and Unforgiven echo in the dusty duels and moral gray areas of quests, where you are as likely to broker peace with a tribe as gun down a corrupt sheriff, and we know from the movies they are all corrupt. Survival staples like Don't Starve and The Forest influence the resource management and base defense, blending that tense scarcity with the romance of pioneer tales. Stories of real historical figures, the gold-crazed 49ers, the iron-willed homesteaders, the notorious gunslingers like Billy the Kid infuse the narrative with authenticity. Well, it's Willy the Kid here, but you know, we all get the reference. You'll find weekly battle passes that roll out themed challenges, like Outlaw Roundup, where you track bounties for exclusive skins. These aren't paywalls. Completing them through regular play nets you solid rewards, from stamina potions to blueprint unlocks. PvE bosses, hulking brutes like armored grizzlies or spectral gunslingers in haunted gulches demand prep, stock healing salves, sharpen your blades, rally your pet. Quests layer narrative depth. One arc has you unraveling a conspiracy involving a shady railroad baron, complete with branching dialogue choices that affect alliances. It's not Shakespeare, but it grounds the survival in story, making your cowboy feel like more than a resource vacuum. Adrenaline spikes in duels where quick-time dodges and aimed shots decide fates. It's challenging, yet fair, with difficulty curves that teach rather than frustrate. The community aspect amplifies everything. Forums buzz with ranch tours and pet build guides, while in-game events unite strangers in epic standoffs. It's that shared Wild West vibe. Alliances forged in fire, rivalries born in wrestled cattle. That makes Westland feel communal. Westland Survival is now on Steam. Download the PC version today. Click on my link below and dive into unforgettable adventure. Add it to your library, snap some ranch screenshots and share your tales on social media. Join the survivors taming the West across mobile and PC. And now thank you for watching, have a nice day and I'll see you next time. Bye.